Hey you guys, how y'all doing today? So I'm here today to let y'all know that P. Diddy got an 8th lawsuit out on him today, you guys. Some lady named April Lampos, she was in New York. She met Diddy over 20 years ago. And she was, yeah, got that pink stuff, yeah, and essayed over 6 times by P. Diddy. So she dropped the lawsuit. And also she said that he made Kim Porter and her engage in, yeah, that part. Yeah, yeah, that part right there. So this lady, she was a fashion student in New York when she met P. Diddy. And from what I've learned thus far, that P. Diddy was trying to kind of promise her, like as if, she's gonna, like the same thing he did to everybody else, promising a career, promising this, promising that to her. And of course, it never happened, but that is exactly what he's been doing, bringing people in, saying that he's promising to, do this and do that, make them, famous or whatever the case may be. But yeah, you guys, another lawsuit. So this basically, like I told you guys before, all these lawsuits are just like, I mean, they're like kind of like spewing out, day by day. But like I said, when Cassie came through with her lawsuit, it triggered a lot of people to start coming. And now it's really like, I mean, it's, it's, I mean, women are coming out left and right with lawsuits on P. Diddy. And people have probably barely have gotten the courage to come and tell their story, and tell their truth about what he did to them, because over time, when the victim is ready, they'll, you know let everybody know, tell whoever they need to tell, report it, drop lawsuits or whatever the case may be in their due time. Like I said, sometimes, when people are victims of crimes like this, they don't want to go and report right away the next day, a year later, 2 years later, because they're in fear of retaliation. Look at P. Diddy. He's a billionaire. He had everything on lock, the police on lock. He got some cities on lock. He has a lot of stuff on lock. He has ties to all kind of, politicians, police departments, cities. New York gave him the key to the city. So, these women are coming out because now they probably gain confidence and feel a little more comfortable coming out now versus when he did what he did. But I'm sure some of these women were probably speaking to other people saying that P. Diddy did this to them. And, he essayed them. He, did what he did to them, and left them traumatized. But like everybody's saying, oh, he's a billionaire. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's powerful. That shouldn't have no like jurisdiction over what he's done. I mean, he did what he did. He needs to pay the price. I mean, you do the crime, you do the time. So now is really his time where everybody is coming forward, because now I'm sure they feel comfortable because Cassie has came out, other people have came out, and now they feel like it's their time to come out. So the lawsuit was filed by Tyrone Blackburn, which is another one of the other lawsuits, one or two of the lawsuits, I believe. Tyrone Blackburn, he's a lawyer for them as well. But yeah, I cannot believe that Diddy forced her to have with Kim Porter. But he's a narcissist. He wants things to go in his way, and I think it's kind of safe to say he's a nympho too, because I mean, he's doing freak offs, he's doing all kind of essaying. He wants to watch other people, perform, la di di la di da, and sit there and watch. And to me, that's just, I don't know, but Yeah, so you guys, more people are coming out. I mean, by the day. There was just another lady that came out the other day. Same situation, almost similar. I want to say. I think she was a model or something like that to that effect. But this lady was a fashion student in New York, April Lampos, and over 20 years ago is when she met Diddy, and that's when all of her issues with Diddy started. You know, I can imagine how many more people are gonna come out because it's been quite a few, slowly, trickling, out. But I know there's probably a lot more than this. I mean, for him to put that post out and say that he didn't do any of this awful things that people are accusing him of or whatever, and then the tape comes out, and then not only the tape comes out of him, kicking Cassie like she was a football, like he was trying to kick a field goal, but you know it's all these lawsuits are just coming out, so I can imagine what the numbers will be in a few months. um I know they say an indictment is coming soon. I don't know. That's just what the streets are saying. I cannot confirm nor deny that, but that's what they're saying. um I know that his drug mule already got his day in court. His I guess, I guess I want to say maybe his sentence. He was like, they wanted him to go to uh what's it called, like a drug rehab place. But I know in exchange for that, instead of getting years in prison, I'm sure he had to come off some type of information. So they're not just gonna give him that, for nothing. I'm sure he probably went in there and probably sang like a songbird. He probably told everything he probably could, because I know his parents was not going to be dealing with him going and doing 15, 20, or whatever years in accordance with the federal laws are for that crime. I know his parents probably told him he better go in there and tell everything he knows, and probably to be honest, because they're not gonna, he's 25 years old. I don't think they want his, their child to be locked up in prison for all these years for a crime that, was associated, with Diddy. And knowing that he was like a basketball player, he went to college, was a basketball player, that, is not probably jiving with his parents and his family. They're probably like upset that he was even probably dealing with Diddy. But I feel like Diddy, he tries, and this is my opinion, you guys, is this is just me thinking, my thoughts on it, is that P Diddy, he wanted to all get, like prey on young people. That's what narcissists do. Weak, young, people who really are yes, okay, instead of questioning any kind of authority. He wants somebody to be like a yes ma'am or no, a yes, sir, type of person. People that they can take control over, their mind, tell them what to do, um you know abuse them, essay them, DV them, all of that stuff. So, when they have total control, that's what narcissists want. And he is, he is a narcissist. I'm sorry, he's a narcissist. Whenever you have a person that tries to isolate you too from like your family, your friends, they abuse you, and they come back and the next day, or the next 5 minutes, they tell you I'm sorry. Like, when he was watching, I'm sorry, when I was watching the video when he was in the hotel with Cassie, when she was wrapped up in the blanket on the floor, he was like talking crazy to her, and then talking about, get up, come on, let's go run on the beach or exercise on the beach. And I'm like, really? 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 after you were talking crazy, and he was probably, doing some DV stuff to her too that same day, because she was wrapped up in a blanket. Like, you had to be doing something to her that day for her to be on the floor like that, wrapped up in the corner, not wanting to get up and do what you wanted to do, because she was probably trying to protect herself. And then you there recording it, putting it on social media. I believe they put it on Snapchat, I believe, but I think it was deleted. But you recording that, like, behavior, and then you putting it on Snapchat or sharing it with other people. But that's what he's been doing. They said, just like with this, with Kim Porter and this new girl, April Lampos, they said that Diddy secretly recorded them, doing the do. So, but that's what he's been doing to everybody, recording them, because it's a thing of, I got this recording, trying to make them use that as a tool to hold over their head. So if you want them to do something, I got this recording, do sign these papers, or I got this recording, do this, do that, or I'm gonna, send it out to everybody. Everybody's gonna know that had blah 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 with another female, or whatever the case may be. But that was just held in to try to as really, to me, as a control mechanism for them to do what he wanted them to do, because people don't want to be recorded, for one, and especially if you're recording them, you know unknowing unknowingly to them, and then you pop up and you want me to sign this contract, and then you tell me, I'm like, no, I don't want to sign no contract, but, oh, I got this tape, you better sign this contract. And that's the type of stuff that I believe that he was doing. I'm just saying, this is my thoughts on it. But yeah, that's what he liked to do. And it's all about manipulation and control. Narcissists, they love control. They love to tell you what to do and how to do it. He had money, they're like, oh, he's Diddy, blah, blah, some people, are like drawn to that because he is who he is. He's a billionaire, he's Diddy, he's the party man, the party guy, the party dude, the one's always having a party, but at the same time, when that door shuts, that's when all the awful things happen. He tried to make it seem, and that's how narcissists are. They will try to make it look like their life is so perfect, so pristine, so fun, everything's cool, everything's jolly. But when them doors shut, let me tell you, when them doors shuts, it's a whole nother life behind that door, and like Cassie was saying on her thank you letter that she put out on IG today, she was basically saying, and don't quote me, I'm not saying this word from word, but basically she was saying, like, when somebody comes and tells you, like, something is going on, like, somebody has been essayed or DV'd, believe them, because sometimes, people be like, no, I don't think that happened to you, or blah, blah. And not to say that they don't believe you, but some of the stuff can be so crucial, so so awful, so traumatic, you wouldn't believe that a person would even experience something like that. But whenever somebody comes to you and tells you that they have been experiencing that, you got to believe them. And the best thing is to help them out the best way you can. People were saying, oh no, oh, Cassie, she just wants a payout. Oh, she just wants, money and this, that, and the third. That is not the case all the time. Somebody that, has been, severely traumatized, and they're reaching out for help, they're not worried about no money. They're worried about, getting some type of relief, some type of help, getting away from the person, their abusers. That's their thinking, I'm sure. to get away, and not, oh, let me go and sue him because, you know, he did this, I need this $30 million or whatever. No, their mind is probably so far out and not even thinking about getting money. They just want freedom. They want, you know, to get themselves together. They want to go through therapy, I'm sure. They want to try to get, you know, that situation, you know, try to go through it and get it, healed from it, you know. So all these people saying, you know, oh, Cassie, she just, like, you know, she just wants money, you know, all these women, they just want money, they just want to pay out. That's not the case, you guys. That is not the case. I'm telling you, that is not the case. These people want relief, they want freedom, they want, they want to heal from the traumatic situations that they've encountered and that they endured. Like the stuff that I seen, like I said, on the tape, everybody's seen the tape in the hotel. That's awful. So I can imagine what other videos, what other things that, they have on record, recorded, of them doing things to other people. Because I mean, y'all, this is awful. This is really, really, really awful. But yeah, the 8th lawsuit dropped on Thursday, y'all. Got the, the Tootsie and essaying her 6 times, she was a fashion student, yeah, in New York, and he made Kim and her, do the do. He forced them to do it, and that's so awful. Because if you're a female and you don't like other females, and you're like, oh, I'm not doing that, and to be forced to do something that was either, is not something that you want to do, or that, of course, against your will, that's I couldn't even imagine somebody forcing me to do something like that, especially knowing how that person feels about that type of situation. Like all these freak offs, all these, people coming in and doing the do, and just all this stuff that, has transpired in lieu of all the Diddy stuff is. But I can't wait to see how everything plays out, because Diddy's been doing this for over 30 years, y'all. He has not actually been held accountable for any of these things. He's just been sliding and gliding, just living life, party. And P. Diddy's the party dude, the party man, of Hollywood. All you see Diddy, you think of Diddy, everybody's like, think, oh, party, 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 but they're not thinking of the awful things that, after the party, what transpires, because they said that they would be putting stuff in their drinks, or setting these drinks aside and saying, hey, don't drink them drinks, to, certain people. Those drinks are for people who they wanted to get, messed up and take advantage of them. But that's from what I hear, allegedly. This is all from what I've been reading or seeing. But yeah. So 8th lawsuit, you guys, dropped today, and I guess we'll see, what's in store next. I mean, he's been, getting lawsuit after lawsuit dropped on him, but he didn't do none of this awful things that people say, you guys. Let him tell it. That's what his mouth says, but them tapes say otherwise. And I know there's a lot more tapes that's gonna say a lot more otherwise. But we all will see. This is gonna unfold. But as I get information, you guys, I will definitely be dropping it to y'all. So if you guys will like, share, follow, subscribe to my channel, because I am trying to grow, you guys. So if you guys enjoyed it, like I said, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good one. See y'all. Bye bye.